Hello, my name's Lance Larson with Lance Larson Studio. I was putting this together because I want to share with you a little bit about what I do as far as well. As many of you know, I am a gun stock carver and a carving artist, and I have posted a lot on Google Plus with some of my work. But I wanted to show folks what I use as far as a tool and kind of tell them how I started, because there are many folks out there that may want to do the same type of thing I do. Maybe take what I did and do a variation on the same thing. I took a hobby that I really enjoyed, and it just grew and became a business. And that's something that anybody can do. All they got to do is have a passion for it. Now, when I say a passion, you just got to love what you're doing. And many of you have a hobby right now that you might be able to do that with. But I was going to pass on to you what I use as far as the tool, and just because I work with gun stocks mostly, that doesn't mean that you need to go that way. There's so many other things you can use with the Power Pen, the Paragraver that I use. It's an air-driven tool, much like a dentist drill, but it does beautiful detail in not just wood. There are so many different things that you can carve with it. All you have to do is look for something that you have interest in. If you do find a passion, it's amazing what can happen when you do that. Let me show you. I'm going to show you some of the things that can actually be done with that over and above just what I do, being working with gun stocks. Hopefully I got that showing right now, and the first slide is just shows this is how I started. Was my passion is out in the field with my dogs, and it has always been firearms, and the old firearms is what really it's a passion for me, my interest. When I say old, I mean the artistically carved stocks that you find that were very prominent, maybe in the 1800s and into the 1900s, very popular in Europe, and it was found here in this country too. But it was so beautiful. Those artisans did such an amazing job. I knew I wanted to do it. I wanted to learn how to do it, and then I found the tool that allowed me to do all the intricate work. I didn't have the knowledge, the know-how, or really, I don't think, the real ability in that respect to work hand tools. Just a little, I just tend to force things a little bit too much when I'm hitting something with a hammer, so that's not for me. And when I found this tool and the delicate work it could do, I knew I found a direction. But just because I work with wood doesn't mean that you might not find something else. Let's take a look at another thing that can be carved. Who would have thought that an eggshell, something like an eggshell, could be turned into such a beautiful work of art? Now take a look at a few of these. These are all ostrich eggs. They are a little thicker, so they give you a little bit more depth, so you can do some relief work on it. Robin Colson, Lou Jensen, Tamara Sievers, all of those folks do amazing work with eggs and have been doing it for years, and believe me, their customers love the pieces of art that they produce, and they sit in prominent places in their homes. So this is something you should try. If you got the tools, you should try and see if this is the direction. I tried it. It wasn't for me. I found something that I like better. It was fun. I would say everybody's got to try many different media to try to see what they like, but you can just take a look at what can be done here. Now, that's one way. Another way is metal. Boy, they have been engraving receivers on guns for as long as there have been guns. And here's some beautiful work that was done by both Craig Hone and Robin Colson. This is something that is perfect for this Power Pen, this paragraving system. When you talk about using a high-speed tool to carve metal, it just is perfect. Now, I've done wood, but I've also done metal. As you can see, there's knives, and in the upper right-hand corner, who would have thought that you could engrave a cast iron skillet? It just takes imagination and try something. That is all it takes, and you might find exactly what you're looking for. How about carving in the motorcycle industry, custom motorcycle parts? Boy, I tell you, that's a huge part of the part out there. I mean, when you've got folks paying $30, $40, $50,000 for a motorcycle, and that's probably mid-range, they're wanting that piece of equipment to be custom. They want maybe to engrave one of the covers, maybe the wheels. Take a look at what Jay Richardson can do. This is another area that he took, and because he has interests in motorcycles, he took this and ran with it, and he has found a beautiful little niche for his business, and he does what he loves to do, and he has a blast doing it and getting paid for it. So yeah, you can go that way too. How about, would you ever think about gourds? Look at what Marilyn Sunderland could do. Look at the trout, look at the leaves, the rooster, the horses, the rope on the top of that top center one. Oh my goodness, did she do some gorgeous work. And just look at the art that she has performed. Some of those are the size of basketballs and bigger, so you can take a look, and this totally carved 360 degrees around. So that is an amazing feat, and those pieces of art are definitely something to show, and she has built her reputation so that she's known nationwide for what she does. You could also go larger. You can go into architectural carving. How about what Craig Hone did in the upper right-hand corner there? Look at the size of that fireplace mantle that he carved. He's sitting down inside it. That just gives you an idea how huge that was. Okay, maybe it's a big slab cut off a tree like Jose Valencia was carving with the big five, elephant, rhino, leopard, lion, and Cape buffalo in Africa. I mean, that's gorgeous. How about the end of a wine barrel that Robin Colson has carved so intricately? Or that Craig Hone also did that in the lower left-hand corner, that huge and gorgeous walnut door. That's about 8-9 feet tall, at least 6 foot wide. Just look at the intricate work in that. So, I mean, you can go small, you can go large. In just finding your passion with carving and whatever you'd like to carve. And it's important to try many things. Try everything. I've tried various types of wood. I've tried bone. I've tried antler. I've tried metal. I've tried glass. I've tried eggshell. Try everything. You're going to find, if this is for you, you're going to find the media that is best for you. That's what you want to look for. Something that really calls to you is definitely your passion. And well, for me, when I started working on gun stocks, if that's a direction you end up saying it's an interesting way to go, there's a lot of different types of wood that you work with. Many people don't realize that you can work with laminate wood. Laminate wood carves fine. The only drawback can be that sometimes the lines show through your carvings. You may have to stain them. As I did with that elk up in the corner. You know, otherwise I would have had a colorful elk. I had to do the stain on top of it, but you'll see what it looks like. The lower left, when it's carved, before it's stained, it is kind of a light color. Speaking of that, the other type is going to be a stained hardwood. It looks walnut until you carve it, then there's light colored wood underneath. You do have to learn to stain those. And you can work it like paints, or you can just stain it all dark and match the color of the wood. It's up to you. I've used oil paints diluted with mineral spirits just to wash various colors. I probably only have 6 colors. I'm not a big oil painting artist. I just play around with them and just experiment to try to find the right color that fits the animal. That's all it is to it, and once again, it's another thing that's kind of fun to try and learn to do. Or, of course, you can go with walnut stocks. If you get the opportunity to do that, they carve, in my estimation, they carve the best of all the stocks. They carve so smoothly. They carve. They hold good detail. And if you want to, you can just put a clear coat on them, and they look gorgeous. But this kind of gives you an overview of what you can do with the power carving power pen. If that is something you're interested in, I can hook you up with some information how to contact the company to get more answers on them, answer any questions you have. You can contact me on Google Plus or my email. You certainly, any questions you ask of me, maybe if you wanted to contact me, you certainly can through the Gunstock carving community that I have started. There's lots of ways to get hold of me, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions you might have on this. But what better way, at least for me, it seems that I couldn't have found a better way to actually retire, to do what I want to do. And that's the reason I started doing this more and more. I thought, good grief, why not spend the rest of your life doing what you enjoy? Why do something you don't want to do? And I was lucky enough to have that happen, and it may happen to you too. Take a look at it, see if I can help you. Get hold of me. But I do want to thank you for stopping in here and taking a look. Hopefully I've piqued your interest. That's all I really wanted to do. Pique your interest a little bit, and if I can help answer any questions, please give me a call. You have a great day. It's nice having you stop by, and hopefully we'll be able to talk again.